Jack_Skellington said, Sal, good luck. Jack_Skellington said, get that bet under 8 minutes.
Can you hear me now? I had my mic muted from last night, and I forgot to unmute it when I went live, so we'll start again.
Your mic muted.
Welcome to Salamander Racing. I am Salamander. Most people just call me Sal. We got it now. At least I think we got it now. Are we good? Okay. One thing that's weird, every now and then my PC does this, where the audio doesn't work. And the only way to fix it is to reboot it, and I didn't realize it until after the stream started, so I can't reboot it. So unfortunately, my chat reader isn't reading to me. So I will definitely try to. I can see when you guys message, but if I'm in the middle of a race, I probably won't be responding to it. This is probably a good thing. I need to be focused in when I do this qualifying. Like I was saying when I was muted, it is qualifying day. It's the third and final day of the Gran Turismo PHG World Series qualifier for round 1 in season 2. We're at the Nurburgring endurance course. I'm on Team Corvette. There's 4 of us that I know of on Team Corvette. We'll see if anybody else chooses that manufacturer. I designed a bunch of matching liveries in different colors for this one. I'm going to be running the white one here. So hopefully the live broadcast commentary will catch those. I know they're looking forward to seeing it. They saw the 2 yesterday. Vetterdan and Jack in the chat here qualified in their blue and red versions of this car, and the liveries were well received. So I'm hoping to do that. My livery might get me more attention than my race pace, which is fine. But yeah. I think we're going to end up getting out on the track here, see what I can do. I'm going to get however much practice it takes for me to get comfortable and think I'm good to go for the qualifying. I'm only going to have about 2 hours to get the qualify in. And then my kids are showing up tonight when they don't normally show up on a Thursday. So a special circumstance. Hey, Horn, how's it going? So I'll have to be done streaming by then. So we'll definitely need to get into a qualifying session before 7:30, since we know they take like 20 minutes or so. But yes, we'll switch over to the game screen once we get out on track here. Thanks for the reminder, Jack. Made sure to get this. It's posted all over the place, so hopefully we get some people stopping in. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get out there and see what we can do. I did get a sub 8-minute chime earlier today while I was practicing over my lunch break. First time I got a sub 8-minute in the practice I've been doing, so I'm happy about that. I'd like to drive it down a little further because the time I got, still, I don't know if that'll get me up into split 1. So we'll see. Oh boy, we got Jorge in here. Jorge's the current qualifying leader and is way faster than me. So see if he's out here with us. All right, I'm gonna have the radar on if we've got other people. Hey Cole, thanks for stopping it. Really? I went over the line. Doesn't matter. There's an outlap anyway. But I am gonna try to do a qualifying run. Oh, my tires are super cold from just sitting in the pits. Yeah, Savino, so my PSN name is salamander_MN. If you send me a friend request, I'll add you so you can join. Actually, I'm in Vetterdan's lobby, so you would have to send him a friend request to join this particular lobby. This is not one that I created. Pyro go. Pyro's also stinking fast. Yeah, we're gonna do a mock qualifier here, so gonna run it, burn fuel on the outlap, save the tires. You know, I honestly don't know what his PSN is. I mean, we became friends a long time ago. You may just have to go into the Discord, find him in there, and send him a message quick. Probably going to be your best bet. Actually, you know what? Maybe. No, I'm not gonna be able to look it up unless I exit out here. So, Nasty's in here too. I mean, his PSN might just be Better Dan, but I'm not entirely sure. Thanks, Cole. Well, searching by track horn isn't going to work if it's set to friends only, which I'm pretty sure it is. So he's going to have to become friends with one of us in here in order to be able to join. So actually, I suppose that would work. If you were to friend me, then it should show up. I didn't think about that. It doesn't matter that I'm not the host. So honestly, if you just send to me, salamander_mn, I can let you in, and then you can friend everybody else who's in the lobby too. Sorry. While I'm racing, I can't think straight.
I sent one to Dan. Horn of plenty. Said. True.
Once I get my hot lap started, I'll be concentrating. And like I said, my chat reader's not working, so I won't be looking over at what you guys are saying once I get onto the hot lap. Just FYI. Hey, Papa. How you doing, Papa? Yeah, Jack, I wouldn't kick yourself too much. 810's not bad. Still at work. You gotta tell that boss to let you go. You got a league to attend to. You're a big deal. Celebrities can't be stuck at work. Yeah, I'm just in a practice lobby. This is Better Dan's lobby. I mean, it's 11 minutes before Shaggy's going to open up the official one anyway. But I need to get a couple of mock qualifiers in and get comfortable before I jump over there. Big deal. See, look, I got a signed PHG shirt here. So, yeah, big deal. Big deal. Except. Alright, Savino, so now what you'll have to do is if you have Gran Turismo started, you're going to have to restart it so that I've found that it reads in the friend list when you launch the game. So now that you have a new friend, you'll have to relaunch the game and then it'll be able to find the lobby.
Still at work.
Jack, where'd you share it? I already shared it at like 8 different places. Is there somewhere I missed?
Jack underscore Splinter.
There he is. Savino. Beans. Which would you rather go by, Savino or Beans? Not that I'm going to remember that in like 10 minutes, but...
Underscore 100. Yeah, I'm joining already. Jack underscore.
I'll just go by Savino since that's what the chat reader will be reading to me in the future. Sounds good, Papa. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate you stopping by.
Savino underscore 100. Whatever you like doesn't matter to me. PapasHouseOfGame. Tell everyone in their GL for me.
Well, I think Pyro's doing a mock qualifier too, which he shouldn't need to. He's already qualified. Well, I take it back. We do still have to qualify for the races. Although I don't know if the qualifying for the race will be sunny and dry like this, or if the qualifier during the race is going to be wet. I think it just uses the first slot, so it's probably going to be a wet qualifier. I think. Can anybody else confirm that? Burning like crazy, and it still says I have 74% fuel left. That is not what I was seeing in my practice log. Hey Talon, thanks for stopping in. Dan, what do you have the fuel multiplier at? Because I see that I still have 2.3 laps of fuel. When I was doing my own mock qualifiers, I would get to this point and be at like 1.4 laps of fuel. Yeah, see, fuel is at 3x for this, not 2x. Maybe that's the problem. That's why we're getting all messed up with the fuel. Now it makes sense. Hey Shaggy, thanks for stopping in and clarifying, making sure I'm not crazy. Appreciate that. PHG underscore Shaggy underscore 288. It's next 3. Dan Mage. 7. And I'm crazy how changed it real quick. I was hoping you'd change it after I got done with my hot lap. Now I got to do that entire out lap again. Ugh! But now it'll be
I thought it was
like it's supposed to be, I suppose.
Not X3. PHG underscore Shaggy underscore 288.
Yeah, all the settings are up on the website. I should know. I put them there.
I can use to hold
So I made sure to mimic that when I set up my own lobby. Yeah, we were trying to talk strategy in our Corvette chat, and I'm like, this is not adding up. Now I understand why.
Fuel 3x. Tire 2x.
Now it all makes sense. Alright, let's do this boring outlap again.
Ready. Talon 167. At least that's what I have in my spreadsheet. LOL. Stream elements. Thanks for tuning.
Oh, that's right. I never did. I've got a couple of other stream elements
Please remember
notifications that I had turned off on the qualifier yesterday, and I forgot to turn them back on.
to the channel.
I'm gonna go stop on the straightaway and do that really quick. Let's go knock that out while I'm thinking of it.
Dan Mage said, gotta teach for an hour, but I'll leave lobby.
I don't know if that's going to take effect right away, but we'll see. We got a lot of people in here right off the bat. Thank you guys for stopping by. Remember to hit that like button. Remember to hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate that.
They need to start the outlap here halfway down the street.
That is one thing with the Nurburgring, is I wish they would make it so that the outlap wasn't so long that you didn't have to go all the way around the whole thing. That does get really nerve-wracking. I've had I don't know how many times where I do this entire slow fuel burn business, get around, and then bin it on like the GT circuit. Be like, oh, wasted that whole time.
Added a blue shell for working on my car. Talon 167.
Yeah, I don't think TC would do anything if you're taking it easy anyway, then that's not going to help. But if you're going hot on your outlap, TC would help save the tires. Yeah, Shaggy, I hear you. We were actually talking about that last night on the broadcast, about how it can break up your rhythm. I've gotten used to doing it now, so it doesn't seem to be doing that, or it doesn't seem to be affecting me. But I know exactly what you mean. At first it does. Once you kind of practice it, though, then it's not a problem. At least for me. I'm sure everybody's different. Of course. This is the 9-minute boring section where we just go around the outlap and burn fuel.
Jack underscores to the link. Instead, I just nursed the front left a little.
See, now the fuel's going down in a way I would have expected.
Damage. 3x fuel is probably why I felt slow last night.
Yeah, Dan, if you've been practicing it at 2x fuel, 3x will feel different. Although 3x fuel in qualifying, you should have a lighter fuel load, which should make you faster, not slower. I mean, the fastest time I've gotten so far has been doing sort of this max fuel burn. Like the more extreme, like I stay in third gear through this whole long section. Same thing with the Dottinger straight. Is the chat reader actually coming through? Because on my end, I can't hear it. There's an issue where my speakers like get wonky and I have to reboot my computer. Okay, that's weird. Actually, what I'll do then is I'm just going to turn the chat reader off if that's messing with you guys. Probably has to do with whatever the audio issue my computer's having right now. So I just turned the chat reader off. You guys, obviously, since right now we're live, you can just read it. So Shaggy, if you're still here, for the race, when we do the qualifying for the actual race, it's going to be qualifying in the rain, right? I think we were debating that earlier. I think we're under the impression it will be. That's going to be a fun one. Yeah, man, wet qualifying is going to be very interesting. I mean, there's so much time to spread out that we shouldn't have to worry about people other than, obviously with it wet, there's a higher chance that people are going to go off. And if some of the people that are out front go off, we have to make sure, hopefully they are aware enough to stay off the track while people go around them. I've actually burned even more fuel. Yeah, I suppose, Dan, that's the one thing, is when everybody's on their hot lap, like you spin out, it's like, well, you're still in qualifying. I mean, I understand yours is ruined, but you don't want to make it even worse. I mean, there's still a chance you could stay ahead of people, so you kind of want to get back out on the track, but you still have to do it safely. That's hard to do. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, I'm not going to pay attention to the chat reader. Or to the chat. I have the reader turned off. Gotta try to be as smooth as possible. It's gonna be the name of the game here. Smooth as possible. Cut that too tight. That curb and it bounced me out. Go flat out through there. Got lots of curb here. Try to make it through this fast right-hander at full speed if possible. This one gets tricky. Oh, going wide. Had to lift. This is another tricky one you got to get just right, where you end up having to lift. I did have to lift back there. Not much. This fast left-hander up here. Gotta lift just a little bit. Why do I keep doing that? It like pulls me into the grass over there. It's not going to be a super fast lap. Wide through there. So this is why I need the practice. Mess those up. Almost lost it. when you crest that hill, the back end of this thing gets so light. It's like, especially in the Corvette, I need to be careful with that one. This fast left-hander up here, got to be really careful with. Like, again, if you get it perfect, you can take it flat out. Otherwise, you have to lift just a little bit. Or actually, no, in the Corvette, I lift almost all the time. Or I do lift all the time. In fact, I need to go down to 5th gear there, and I forgot to. That's going to cost me a little time. Jorge with the 749. Jeez. Nowhere near that. Jorge, thanks for stopping in. Saw you just laid down a hell of a lap time. Too much there. Yeah, Jorge, I think we have confirmed that it is rain in the placement qualifier, or the start position qualifier. It's going to be really close to an 8-minute lap. Definitely made some mistakes there. Hey, that's my new best. Or no, that's not my new best. I had one that was a little bit better than that. 8:34. Hey, C-Dubs. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we're going to do another one. That actually wasn't bad, but I made a couple of clear errors. And if I fix those up, get down to the 57, 58 range, I get down in the 57s might be 57, 58 might be about where the cutoff for split one's going to be. I think everybody in split one is going to have a sub 8-minute. Leo, Las Vegas. How you doing, Leo? You're doing commentary right now, aren't you? Dang it, I did it again. Because I think Chuck said he wasn't going to make it tonight. Which I suppose, it can still be Shaggy and T-Case in there. Maybe Papa will show up. Although Papa was still at work. Excuse me. Okay, that was weird. Like I had the brakes on, yet the back end still like came around. That was really odd. I'll have to remember that, be a little more careful even during the outlap. I mean, all I'm doing is burning fuel, the damage is on light, so it doesn't really matter, but other than being embarrassing. I don't know, after this practice, depending on how well it goes, I may go jump in, because as I said at the beginning of the stream, I need to be all wrapped up by 8 o'clock my time. Oh good, Fernando's here. I was hoping that we'd get into qualifying together. Hey, Real Shanman, thanks for stopping in. Hey, I was going to ask you if you could send me a DM in Discord or post it in the Season 2 chat if you want to pick a number for your car. It is optional for the season, but we're giving drivers we've been giving drivers the opportunity to claim a number that you can then put on, the side of your cars that, is yours, that nobody else will run. So if you have a favorite number you want to pick, send that over, and then we can look to see if somebody has already claimed it, and you'll have to pick an alternate one, or if it's all yours. I remember I had a list of like 6 or 8 of you that qualified that hadn't picked the number, and I wanted to ask. Certainly we encourage people to put it on the side of their car. Use the PHG World Series number plate if you can grab it from the, in the decals. If you're okay with doing that. If you're not, you can throw it on one of just the default PD number plates. I mean, that works too. But just something. Kind of makes it a little more fun, especially for those of us that are going to be in the commentator booth a bit. Having the numbers helps identify people in addition to watching what their name is. And I think for the fans watching, it's always neat. Makes it a little more realistic. That's what we see in real life racing, is numbers on the side of the cars. I will check that out after I after I get done with my hot lap. Beams I'm following in front of me here. I think we've been kind of sticking with the same burn fuel pace. I thought it was Pyro because it was black and red, but I see he's not out on track, so it's definitely not Pyro. Oh yeah, it is. Beans or Savino. Don't worry, I'm not gonna come up on you too much here. That corner's a little tricky. A weak livery game. It's okay. Again, it's an optional thing. People want to do that. Just a fun thing to do. But I suppose, I mean, just simply adding, even if you just want to go with somebody else's livery and then you just add a number plate to the side, that should be pretty simple. I would assume most people can handle that. Excuse me. Alright, Savino or Beans, I think I will get around you on the long straight. Be ahead for the oh yeah, thank you. Be ahead for the actual hot lap run. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got the fuel burn kind of down to where I want it already. Although I do have a 3-second penalty here. Let's get a little further ahead. Like I said, I've kind of got the fuel burn down to where I want it anyway. But you know, we can burn a little bit more, I suppose. Burn in 4th gear. We'll hot lap this thing. See where we're at. All right, here we go. we go. Didn't hit the inside curb that time. That's one mistake. Did better. See if I can make it through this one up here. I didn't last time, had to lift. Oh, behind me. Oh, that's a lift. I caught it, but I had to lift. Down 1/3 of a second. Should be able to pick that up though with a couple of these other mistakes I had made last time. Alright, I'll get pulled off onto the grass here. There we go. That should save me a little bit of time. Same thing through this section. That's faster. Oh, still went wide through there. But yeah, quite a bit. Wide. That felt like a better exit. I don't know if that'll manifest. Oh, it did manifest itself in some time. I just gotta keep this up. I got a 758 going. Here I lost some time because I forgot to downshift last time. A little bit there. Oh, lost some there too. quite as clean as I would like it, but not bad. What, 1.2? Alright. Once again, went a little wide through there. I did that last time too. Just couldn't quite pull it down. Got the exit I wanted there. What's that time going to look like? Ooh, 1.6 down. Alright, if I just don't bin it at the end here, this will easily be my new personal best. 7. That was definitely a good exit back there. This isn't Jorge time, but 57.8. Let's go. Let's go. I'll take that. Alright, where is Mando? He's got a half a lap to go. Mr. Armand, Arrow, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you guys. Oak! I just saw you in here. Alright, let's look. Real Sean Mon. There we go. Add friend. 92. I believe the 92 is available. Double check. That's good. So let's put that in there. 92. We just gotta get Jersey, RW, Evolved, RSR Zilla, T-Rex Arms, KW47, Iron Fix, Slowpoke Rods, and McNaughty all to pick numbers. Oh, they got 4 people out qualifying right now. Oh, Mr. Ormond not going to make it, huh? That's unfortunate. Alright, let's go back to watching how's Fernando doing. Also gives you guys a sneak peek at this. So this is the gold version of the livery I put together to go along with my white version. And then the blue and red versions that Better Dan and Skellington are running. I made sure to add Beehive Racing to his YouTube channel on the back and on the windshield. Like a bright gold. So, you know, this is just practice. You gotta go to Shaggy's lobby for the actual qualifier. Which, if you haven't friended Shaggy yet, you'll want to do that. I believe he's posted his PSN in the Season 2 channel. right, everybody watching, just a reminder, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate that. I'm going to wait for Fernando to get done with his hot lap, see what kind of time he puts down, and then see if he is ready to go over and qualify. I could probably wait one more session and still be good on time if he wants to do another one. But honestly, I just did my best lap, so I may need to just not try to improve on it, because then that'll mess me up. But Jorge with a 749. Let me see, what did Jorge have? Oh, he had a 749.835. So actually in this lobby, he beat his qualifying run. .813 for Fernando. I don't know if Fernando's in the chat here, but looking to see if we're ready to head over to qualify together, or if we want to run one more practice. Yeah, the gold does look great, doesn't it, Dan? Whoops. That's what I want to do. That's the season of McLaren. Oh, I didn't realize Pyro's in his GTR. That is not what he qualified in, so he's just here futzing around. Arrow jumping into the lobby. Better Dan's got the official practice lobby, apparently. Although I think Arrow already qualified. Didn't you, Arrow? Yeah, okay, you're currently 28th on the chart. Yeah, I think once I'm done with qualifying, we're planning on running a wet practice. Let's see, we got AGRT Chase, Cat Tangy, Speed Bump, which I think Speed Bump is Turtle Shell, and Caper are all qualifying right now. Alright, sounds like Fernando's ready. Let's go over to the official lobby, qualifying lobby. Yeah, Arrow, it's always a good idea just to keep practicing, keep improving. I mean, Jorge just put down a faster lap than what he did in qualifying, so that's the last person we need getting better. Jorge. Although, Jorge, I heard that you're actually going to be able to join our IRO team. Is that true? Oak said it was true, and then he said he was kidding. But I'm assuming it's true. And if it is, I am super excited. Oh, I think you're going to love it. You're going to love it. We got Monza up this month. And then, yeah, Le Mans after that. And that's a 24-hour race, so there's plenty of stints to go around there. I want to do at least one, if not 2 or even 3 stints at Le Mans. All right, let's see how these guys are doing. SPC, Cole Trickle. Although it doesn't show what his time is. That's weird. Oh, outlap for Tanguy. Well, he's not going to have enough time to get around, though. GRT Chase. I don't know why it's not showing me the time, though. Alright, I have no idea what their times are. But we'll see. We'll still watch and see what how Cole's doing. Using up all the track here, that's good. Yeah, right up on the curb. Gotta watch it on that exit. Keeping her nice and tight through there. Eat up that curb on the right a little more without too much drama. The jump here can be tricky. See how he handles this. So he gets down to 106, I think I saw, but mostly kept it at 110. That's quick. That's quick through there. Kind of average is you'll dump down to about 105, but if you can keep it up at 110, that's a really quick run through that section. Nice lines through here. Yeah, see there, he got down to the apex. I kept missing that apex. And then the second carousel. Go a little wide through the carousel part. Barely kept it in the embankment side. Just a little break there. Keep it on track. Try to get a good exit for the long straight. Might have been able to carry a little bit more speed through there, but still pretty clean. Revving the nuts out of it. Got behind. Well, Tanguy's behind. Or no. It's Chase that's behind. Cole's just got the default livery. Let's see what this ends up. I don't know if it's going to show me what his time is. .801.627. Not a bad time. Not a bad time. There's 3 minutes left in qualifying plus a 3-minute runoff. I'm going to take a quick break, use the restroom, before we get back and actually do this thing. Be right back. AGRT Chase put in an 813. I'm sweating, he says. This can be a very stressful track to run. All right, while we're waiting, how about I tell people, my channel is sponsored by Dubby. They are an energy drink company. You can find a link with a 10% off coupon in the description of this video and all of my recent videos. I really like this stuff. As you guys probably have seen, those have been watching me for a while. I used to run a lot of Rockstar liveries, and I do still drink some Rockstar. But this Dubby stuff is actually really good. I wanted to try it for a while before I officially started promoting it, and the stuff is actually really good. So give it a try. Like I said, check out the link with the 10% off discount code in the description. See what you think. It's good stuff. All right, 30-some seconds left in this qualifying session. Before we'll get to ours, we're going to hope for good things. Again, if you're new here, remember to hit the like. Well, even if you're not new here, hit the like button. But if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button too. Leo, you had to say it. Great, now that's going to be on my mind. I'm honestly expecting to probably end up in split 2. But if I can end up in split 1, that would be awesome. Gonna have to recreate what I just did a little bit ago, though, to be able to get into split 1. I think a 758 will be split 1 territory, so I did, Leo. I suppose I deserve that. I did say it first. I want to get back on track. The anxiety of waiting. It's like once I get in, I just want to go. Super annoying. No, the Corvette sounds awesome, to be honest. Love listening to this thing. All right, we got 2 minutes of runoff left. Although I think if all 3 of these guys quit, then it'd be done. I just gotta hope to be able to recreate the magic. Or do better. Sometimes I get into these and the official qualifier, I just find an even better rhythm. So we'll see what happens. Either that or I'm gonna bin it, and then I'm gonna end up with a 815, 820. Which is entirely possible. I honestly have been getting around without too much trouble. I've been able to keep it reined in. Every now and then I'll do something dumb. And I'll end up spinning out, push it too hard on a corner where it's like I just need to lift. But I know I got a decent time while lifting in a couple corners as is, so I know I don't need to push it too much. The race itself is going to be a totally different animal than all this qualifying. Rain for the first few laps. It's going to make it entirely different. And then running on mediums instead of softs. Now granted, I ran a few laps on mediums and had a fairly consistent time. It wasn't too far off of the softs, which tends to be my MO at Nurburgring. Like I tend to almost have the same pace in mediums as I do on softs. You know, so if there's a need to pit, well, I don't know. If I have to pit anyway and do like 2 laps, might as well go to softs, but Otherwise, I can always just stay on the mediums and get track position. There's always that too. Alright, we'll be able to ready up. See how much practice he's going to let us do before we kick this thing off. Actually, is Fernando readied up yet? Whatever. He gets in, I can always reset back. We can run together for a little bit. Show off these cars. Alright, we're not doing the mock qualifier. We're just going to go make sure we still got the rhythm going. Fernando's heading out. Let's see if I can catch him. Catch up to him. Oh, looks like we're going to start right off the bat. Here we go. It's gonna get real. Thanks, Oak. Appreciate it. Uh-oh, I got a Mustang in front of me. Corvette and a Mustang. You never know what might happen. Burning fuel for qualifying. Everybody's pretty much got the same idea, just burn off some fuel here. Oh, what are you doing in here? You've already qualified. Can't qualify twice. Just watching. I get it. That's true. You got to be watching out for everybody. Everybody and their shenanigans, as Leo likes to say. Plenty of space between me and the guys behind. We'll see if Beans here will let me by again before we actually start the hot lap, like we did in practice. Certainly can stay ahead for now, we're just on the hot lap anyway. But I seem to have had some consistently faster pace, so hoping recognizes that and just lets me go. I don't want to have to pass him during qualifying. Either that or I just need to let him get a really big lead. Which wouldn't be the worst idea either. Let him get out 20-30 seconds ahead and maybe I'll catch him by the long straight and get some added boost there. Problem is if I catch him before that, that'll mess me up. See how it plays out. Trying to take a pretty extreme fuel burn strategy here. Maximize my time. Well, the time to get into top split is going to be pretty tight, so I'm going to have to be absolutely on my A game to have any chance of getting into top split. Gotta keep these tires fresh too. Maybe the other crucial thing. Have the freshest tires possible. I'm not doing too bad. They're at like probably not even 10% down at this point. They're nice and easy. Be in a pretty good spot by the time we start this. Might be right around that 50% mark. Way back there, which is good. We're all spread out. Alright, let's do this. Leo says don't suck. Make this a smooth transition onto the Nordschleife. Wiggly. Alright. First big test is this gut check of a right-hander. I did have to lift. Couldn't quite go full bore through there. Lift just a little, Getting around that left-hander back there. It's like if you nail those perfect, you can get through both of them without lifting, but that gets really sketchy. That's where you can go from 0 to hero real fast. Or, yeah, 0 to hero or hero to 0. It works both directions. Slid the front tires a little more than I wanted to, but not bad. Alright, don't catch the grass here. Tight. Yeah, slowed down a little more than I wanted to. Touched that curve when I didn't want to, but just barely. Just feeling good so far. There, that corner there is always sketchy. The rear end gets so light, but I made it through. This one also, you can power oversteer on exit if you're not careful. Oh, that felt good. Alright, the next gut check corner is this fast left-hander coming up. If I can keep the speed at 140, that's about the best I can do through there. Had to lift a little more. But 135 isn't bad, I'll take that. There we go. Felt smooth. Keep the speed up in the carousel, right around 60. Rock it out. And then this is the rhythm section. Really got to be smooth here. What happened to speed bump there. Not quite able to keep that speed where I wanted it, but didn't dip down too low either. Time I got the apex. Alright, need a good exit here. Oh no, not in the grass. That was not it. That is going to cost me a lot of time. Yeah, 714. Hoping to be more to 712 there. I don't know, we'll see if we're still going to put in a sub 8 minute or if it's going to be like a 8 minute or 801. Rest of the lap felt really good. .801. Ah. Really hoping to do better than that. Oh, Beans with the 757. Wow, okay, he has a lot better time in him than I thought. Alrighty then. He's talking all this like let me by, and he just smoked me. Alright, let's check in on teammate Fernando here. Ooh, that was into the wall. We did not want to see that. 812. Oh man, that end. That probably cost me a second and a half with that one mistake. Good job, Savino. Dang, 757. That's better than the best time I put down. Way to go. God, where's that going to put them on the speed chart? 757 is going to be 757.8. It's going to be 9th overall. Me in an 801, 404. Oh, it's going to put me right on the bubble. I'm going to be 15th. So one person qualifies better, I'll be down into split 2. But that just about guarantees I should be in split 2, though. Which would put me racing on Saturday. Which means I'll be running the broadcast tomorrow. That is what is likely to happen. But I just put in a lap that was 3 seconds faster than that, so I know I'm good. Yeah, the grass oak. Had I not done that, that would have been a sub 8-minute time, I think. Because the rest of the lap felt really good. But, I mean, it's still a low 8. I mean, that's going to be split 2 territory, most likely. Yeah, they updated the standings, so I got ahead of SPC barely. And put me in 15th overall. So if Shaggy's in split 1, which he is ahead of me, then there would be 15 people in split 1. Alrighty then. Oak, you're fine. You're in 7th. Oak, you're in 7th overall, so you're perfectly fine. I figure a 758 will probably be split 1. So Vetter Dan has a 758.245. He's probably going to be right on the bubble, is my prediction. Which actually, that would mean that Shaggy would be in split 2, because Shaggy's behind. I don't know, maybe a 759 something will be split 1, but I'm the last driver qualified for split 1 that's over 8 minutes. So anybody else gets under an 8-minute, I'm out, and I'm pretty sure that'll happen. I know we've got a few fast drivers left to go. Alrighty then. Well, that's what I wanted to accomplish. Whoops, I did not want to go in the cafe. Yeah, Oak, last I checked, Vetter Dan has one open, and I think I am going to do a practice mock race a little later with my teammates. I don't know if I'm going to do it right this second. So I am probably going to end the stream now. That was a decent qualifying run. It wasn't my best time, but it wasn't far off either. So I'm a little disappointed, but that could have been far worse. So yeah, Vetter Dan, he's still got the lobby open. So I'm going to take it easy. Looks like we did pick up one sub. Hustle and Flow YT YouTube, thank you for subscribing. Greatly appreciate that. And thank you for all the people that liked, dropped by, said something. Really appreciate everybody stopping by. That's what makes this fun. you know, being able to chit chat with you guys and really have a good time together. So I'm going to call it. I will be back tomorrow. Most likely I will be running the broadcast for the PHG World Series, where we'll be running Split 1 and Split 3. Unless nobody gets a better qualifying than me the rest of the night, then I will be in Split 1, in which case I will be racing tomorrow, but I doubt that's going to happen. So I would count on me running the broadcast and being in the... actually, I probably won't be in the commentary booth. T-Case will be commentating along with some others, but I'll be running the cameras. So anyway, until then, everybody take it easy. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.